Hello again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, cardboard crawlers of all scales. It is March 6th, I believe. March 5th, actually. I thought it was the 6th. Time's been flying by. Haven't been putting out a lot of content lately, but I hope you've enjoyed what's on the channel. There's a huge catalog on there for you to go back and watch if you've missed my recent uploads. I'm sure there's some old ones that you've enjoyed. So I just really haven't been filming very much and didn't upload anything really. Uploaded a couple of how-tos and some reviews, and haven't done any of these run style videos in a long while. So hope you enjoy this one, and remember, if you do, hit that comment or hit the comments and get in there and say something to me. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit those notifications so you know when something new is coming out. And for goodness sakes, if you haven't built one of these little rigs yet, get out there and build yourself a truck. It's pretty easy. It doesn't have to be as fancy as this one. This is that WT Micros hard body there. It's a 3D printed body from WT Micros on Etsy if you want to check those out. This is the SCX24 cab. He makes a Willys, he makes a half cab, he makes a double cab. Great little rig. It is a little bit heavy, but you know, this is not a comp buggy. This is a fun rig. This is a trail buggy out here. It's running a Maz Designs carbon cheat code chassis version 2 in the C10 length. Some Maz Design stainless steel C10 links on there, C10 or JLU length, however you like to think of them. Maz Designs diff cover there, NSDRC servo, Endura oil shocks, NSDRC servo horn on that bad dude right there. Endura, these are some old wheels. These are 15-hole Enduras with a Maz Designs beadlock ring on there, a beauty ring, and scale hardware. We're running the Scramblers, RC four-wheel drive Scramblers, and the CCXRC pine trees in those. That's a nice 3D printed insert that Tony does at CCXRC. I love them. We've got a Fury Tech Micro Komodo with a Maz Designs limited edition transmission in this rig. It's an overdrive transmission, and it's sweet. I just really like the way that this rig runs. It's a fun driver. It does get a little tipsy. As you can see, we get a lot of three-wheel action in this rig, but it's fairly easily recoverable. I'm able to, you know, wiggle, jiggle, or just kind of ease the throttle through it, and it is able to right itself most of the time. You know, it gets a rollover here and there, and a lot of times when I'm filming, if you know, depending on what I'm trying to accomplish, I'll show rollovers. If not, a lot of times I'll just redrive the line. So it doesn't happen very often, actually. You know, I mean, I shot 14 minutes of video here, and we end up with about 11 minutes of edited, you know, and that's just, I think I've told you before, I just take out a little bit out of the front of each, you know, it's a stop-start kind of thing. You're relocating the camera, you're resetting a camera angle, and so you just stop the truck. I love the way those CCXRC inserts work. They really give great compression in the tires. You can really see them working quite often here. Some of these camera angles might be a little too close. This is an odd section. I'm really getting that tip going on here. Oh, you know what else I have in this rig? I have a CVD, just like a generic CVD from Endura, or not from Endura, just from Amazon. And so right there I had to do a little reverse to kind of like spin the tire back up and get it to set the front end back down. and then just kind of it helped to change the angle of the direction as well, and that just kind of helped me through that little crack line there. We're out by Bottle Tree Corner here, and just the rain really came through and washed a bunch of sand away from some of these rocks, and some of these rocks settled in the cracks there, and that's why I was just having some difficulty coming through this little section right here. You can see a couple of backups, and just had the tires down in some holes that it wasn't going to make it through. So but yeah, doing all right. Coming down, this is normally I come around the big rock to the right of the screen there, and there's a little down ramp area, but this is a little part of the trail that's becoming more and more used right here that I'm coming down. This rock kind of right in front of the diff just kind of moves out of the way. I think it was, you know, like I said, a little sand wash out there, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'll come back through and do some replacing, some repairs here soon to the trails, and some additions coming up here in a little bit. There's a rock pile that's just kind of, it's unfinished, and it's just kind of at the dead end of a trail here, and it leads me back to the rest of the course. I'd like to make some big changes, but I'm not going to promise anything because I really just haven't been super motivated to get out here and do work for some reason. So, you know, it is what it is. I hope you enjoy the trails that I have and the trucks that I have. I'm not adding anything to the fleet. We did do that mofo rig, and some changes are going to be coming to that as well. I actually honestly really liked the way that it worked before, and so I think I might be changing it back, and then I might put that mofo motor in the black cliffhanger, because that runs a full-size Komodo right now, and it could use a downsized motor to change the weight ratio of it a little bit. It's far too heavy in the front, and I'd like that to be more of like a comp buggy, and right now it isn't. So it's just too heavy in the front. It pushes away too much. So right here where I turn left and go up onto these rocks, that's just kind of like a storage pile. I had those rocks just sitting there, but I know I've filmed in here a couple of times, and it's like some new, you know, the rocks kind of settle, the sand gets washed, and I go in here. Right there where I climb up is somewhere I haven't really been driving before, and then I decide right there in front of the camera, direct towards the truck, I moved a couple of rocks around and made this little section, and it came out real nice. It's pretty through there, and it's fun to crawl through. So I mean, it's only, you know, like 2 feet long, but it's just kind of a different line coming through here, and then it brings us kind of around this little corner onto this flat rock, and then drops us back down towards where you would come off the pile before. So, you know, fun times. Like I said, hope you're enjoying these videos. I hope you enjoy this video. I apologize for my absence, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you that is out there enjoying living vicariously through us, and watching these videos, and you know, listening to my voice or hitting that mute button, whatever you need to do to make it a fun experience for you. I don't really run music. I find it I like doing the voiceovers and just chit-chatting about the day. Old Jimmy Moore came over while we were filming, and we took a little break, and then Blue Dog went over to his house with him. So I'm just editing this up, sans the dog, and then once I get it edited here and get a title created, I'll go pick up the dog, and we'll get him dinner, and we'll go for our evening walk, and who knows, maybe I'll go shoot a night run with something else. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of motivated. It was fun crawling, and I got a couple batteries charged, so we could get something else done here. And I have been doing some work on some of my trucks. I've been using some of the Alex Tech expandable sleeve to wrap up some wires and kind of clean a few things up. I did that to the yellow buggy and a couple other motors that I had sitting on the table while they were here. I need to put a motor into my nephew's Gladiator. He asked me the other day, Uncle Zach, when am I going to get the big motor? And so I have a just a cheap, I know Maz Designs will love this. Got a Maker Fire motor over here. It's just a 66 turn 050 brass pinion. You get them for about $9, and I went ahead and sleeved that bad dude up to just give it, you know, when they're installed and they've got that expandable sleeve on them, it looks real clean, covering up the wires and getting all the colored wiring out of there. I know Maz does a super nice job, and a lot of other guys do that too on their rigs, and it just makes for a real clean looking build when you open up the hood or take off the body and see that. But that's it for now. Back to the yard. Really appreciate you. Hope you all have a great day. Cardboard Crawler's out.